Just push the button. Just push the button. Take your hand and push the button down. Today's the day that some of us have been waiting for with open arms. Others will greet this day with laser guns and sawed-off shotguns. The government requests everyone either write something or indulge himself by calling the government and whispering their deepest and darkest secrets. For me, Paul, I decided to do a mix of both, writing my own mini story things and reading them on air. Is that legal, Jerry? Yes, it's legal. Alright then, this will be a new segment that we will call Fanfictions for the Week. Story 1, Times Wasted. The clock ticked, showing with sound and with its 3 hands the moments I threw out wasted. It spoke to me in soft, repeating fashion. I wash my mind with useless things. I was doing nothing. I was wasting my life. The clock knew this. It was dark in my room, not much light to illuminate anything. I sat in the void and it welcomed me. It was silent, besides the soft talking of the clock. I was alone. I was wasting everything precious to me. I was dead in this room with the clock. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. Now for the weather. Today, as it always does on this day, is raining. Wednesday will bring screams. Thursday will whisper secrets. Friday will. Saturday will be the first day of the new show, I'm Gonna Eat You, Joel, starring Crow from Mystery Science Theater 3000. Sunday. That has been the weather. Now, a commercial break. An apple a day. An apple a day kills the aliens hiding in the forest, or whatever those things are. Brought to you by Walmart, using apples as weapons since Christ died. That commercial break was brought to you by Fred Meyers. For some reason, we support Walmart. Story 2, The Files He Carried. The files he carried made the clean hallway seem imperfect. The files he carried made him feel like everything was wrong. Everything was wrong. The files were wrong. He got to the door and slowly opened it. There was a long table. People of great importance sat there. Men of science. Men of war. One of the 3 fabled brothers sat at the table. Nervously, he walked over to him and handed him the files that made the air taste bitter. Made the rest of the men at the table shift uncomfortably in their seats. "Thank you for the files, Henry," said he, as he leafed through the file. His voice was deep, cold and strong like steel. He spoke softly, but each word was a dagger into the mind of every person there. The fabled brother waved his hand away towards Henry. "You're dismissed, Henry," he said. Henry nodded quickly and briskly exited the room, closing the door behind him, not wanting to know what it was that they, or that he, would decide. They all proposed something. Then he proposed a project. With flying colors, it passed. That is how it all started. That was the files he carried. Oh, I have mail. This never happens, as writing letters is illegal. This says I'm not allowed to reveal classified information. Right? Right, alright. Anyone watching or listening to me, do me, Paul, a favor. Don't remember the story I just told you. I never told you the story that I made up called The Files He Carried. Here, let me make up a story real fast to make you forget. But before I tell you the final story, let me tell you the obituaries. It stumbled through the woods. It did not have a name. Once it did, but now does not have a name, nor an identity. It is empty, a blank hollow shell of once might have been a person. Before it was changed, twisted. It trips over roots, its eyes dull and blank, hardly knowing that anything was happening. It was not lost. You need a destination to be lost. It had no destination. It was roaming, looking for nothing. Then it saw a group of other, hollow, empty ones. They were in clusters, standing, wearing the clothes they wore before they became empty. They did not eat, nor did they have the desire to, and for all they knew, they didn't need food to survive. They stood, shuffling now and then, blankly looking about. They were always in the woods, and for all we know, will always be there. I hope that all of you out there now do not remember a certain something that I have now been prohibited on naming. So, just forget that thing that I told you. For those watching on TV or listening on the radio, thank you for tuning in. The sun sets and we can all stop whispering into phones and writing. Good night, Vinsomerville.